welcome to another episode of Cooking with Kane. This week we're cooking creamy spaghetti with loads of healthy greens. Here's your ingredients list, and here's a little look at them. First things first, we need to get a big pan of water on the boil. So fill your pan up with cold water, stick it on a big hob. Now, time for our veggies. So I'm going to cut some courgette vertically, and then I'm going to do it again, and then just cut it into little triangles. Save that little bit for later. So, broccoli. We want some bite-sized pieces, or a little bit smaller than bite-sized. So as you can see, I'm just cutting the stalk off as it gets a little bit difficult to rip the florets off with my fingers. Peas we're going to cook a little bit later on. There's our spinach washed and ready. Our spring onion, the top and the tails have already been cut off, and I'm just going to cut it finely into small circles. And now it's time to prep our garlic. So we need to get the skins off our garlic as well as the top and the tail. And instead of crushing it this week, what I'm going to do is finely chop the garlic. I think it gives it a different flavour because we're going to be adding it at two different points to this dish. But you can use your garlic crush if you want, because this is a little bit tricky. You have to be really careful with your sharp knife and cut as finely as you can. And our mint, we just get a nice big bunch of mint, fold it in half, chop it, stalks and all. So our pan of water should be up to the boil. We're going to add 100 grams of spaghetti or pasta per person, and make sure it's all in the pan covered with the water. Keep checking on it. So our peas, they need to be added to 200 ml of cold water into a microwavable jug, and we're going to pop it in the microwave for 2.5 minutes. Meanwhile, a pan of hot oil, we're going to add our courgettes and our broccoli and start cooking those first. We're going to add a little bit of the garlic we chopped earlier, some pepper, some salt to season. So drain the peas, we're going to add those, we're going to add our spring onion, and we're going to add the rest of the garlic. And it's important that we do the garlic in two different stages to get two different flavours from it. Give that a good stir. And now we're going to add the chopped mint in with the spinach. Give it a really good stir. And now your spaghetti should be cooked. So try a little bit, drain it, and now we're going to add it to the big pan. So now we're going to add some olive oil. We're going to put some more pepper and some more salt in there. This is going to give it its final seasoning. And we need to give this a really, really good stir. And once this is stirred together, we need to turn the heat off because it's time to add our yogurt. So if we were to add the yogurt with the heat on, there's chances of it curdling, and we don't want that. So turn the heat off, add 2 big spoonfuls of yogurt. You can add more or less depending on how creamy you want your spaghetti. And now the rest of the heat that was cooking the spaghetti and the veggies is going to bind that yogurt to make a lovely creamy sauce. And that, folks, is pretty much ready. All we need to do now is get it served up. So, get a big bowl, nice helping of this creamy spaghetti with healthy green veggies. thank you for watching this week's episode of Cooking with Kane. That was creamy spaghetti with healthy green veggies. You can put whatever green veggies you want in there. This is really simple, really quick, and it's super tasty, especially with that garlic and mint, really summery flavours. So, as always, I hope you're keeping active, keeping safe, and I will see you next time.